Dale Earnhardt can push Greg Biffle or not.
Ford's at the front, a Toyota and Chevy in row 2. Green flag. And Biffle gets about a half a car length away from Denny Hamlin here and moves up to pick up his Ford teammate, Greg Biffle.
Boy, that is a teammate right there, buddy. I mean, he jumped out there, got him.
Dale Jr. had no help, but he locks on the back of Biffle, second and third.
I don't think it'll do Dale Jr. any good because I don't think Biffle's going to go anywhere. If he's a team player like Kenseth has been, he'll sit right there.
They've got a lap and a half to find out.
Now, when they come off of turn 4 and Dale Jr. still pushing him,
could be a whole different story.
I'd say things might pick up.
They're looking for the white flag this time.
Once we get into this lap, if anything should happen down in turn 1 or 2 or 3 and 4, it's over.
Three-car breakaway. Junior tucked up tight under the bumper of Biffle. Kenseth leads to turn 1, final lap.
Denny Hamlin in the 11s there with no one to push him.
Actually, he might actually be hurting those 2 cars in front of him if he gets back too far. But here we go. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen pretty quick.
We've seen where the timing of where you do it is so critical.
Those 2 cars, the 16 and the 88, should be able to get by Kenseth if Biffle elects to take the chance.
Ford Chevrolet off the final corner. Matt Kenseth trying to win it for the second time. Here comes Junior to the outside. Side by side with Kenseth. He runs out of time. Matt Kenseth wins the Daytona 500.
I tip my hat.
I know Matt can't talk to you, but thank you, Jimmy.
2009 and 2012.
I tip my hat to Greg Biffle, though. He could have jumped out of line, but he honored his teammate.
Matt Kenseth's the first driver to repeat as a Daytona 500 champion since Jeff Gordon in 2005. He gets his 22nd career win.
Remember how he won the race? Elliott Sadler was leading the race. They go down the back straightaway, and Kenseth just gets the lead, and it starts raining, and the race ends short. Good sign, good thing for Dale Jr. Good sign for Dale Jr. too. Gets a nice second place finish in the old Diet Dew car.
Let's see Carl Edwards coming across the line, even with Joey Logano, and just pipping him by about 6 inches. Nice move by Carl.
Whoa.
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 Now NASCAR has reviewed that and ruled that Edwards 99 was forced to the yellow line, so no penalty.
And great way to start this 2012 season. Dale, tell us about the end of the race.
Yeah, I'd have liked to have won, but I told Greg that I was going to push him on that last restart, and I pushed him, and I thought he was waiting and waiting and waiting. He looked like he might have been trying to make a move on the back straightaway, but nothing materialized there. And then we come off 4, and I kind of waited to the last minute for him to have his opportunity to try to pass Matt, and nothing was happening. So I just pulled out and went around him. Matt had a strong car. The Roush guys were really quick all week. I was proud of the horsepower we had in our car. It was great. We had great speed all week down here. Our car is performed well all week. The guys did a great job on the body. I want to thank everybody at the shop and all the guys that painted this car. This car looks so good every time it comes down here. The craftsmanship inside and out, it's amazing. It performed well. The team did a great job. Steve did a good job calling a good race. It was unfortunate what happened over in turn 3 tonight, and I'm glad everybody's okay. And I hate it for the fans to have to wait around to see a finish so late, but they stuck around. That's why NASCAR fans are the best, and hopefully they enjoyed it.
We'll see you at Phoenix. Good job.
Yes, sir.
Well, Matt Kenseth, earlier in this race, when that engine was spewing water, did you think you had any chance to win the Daytona 500?
Not really. We had a lot of problems today. We had the engine spew out water, and we had a little bit of fuel problem. We lost a tachometer, lost our radios, and I couldn't talk. I could hear them, so that was good for them guys. But what a great race. I really need to thank Greg Biffle. Did a great job working with me today. We both had really fast rockets. I think it's just ended up who was in front at the end. And I also thank Sprint, Best Buy, Zest, Ford Motor Company, Valvoline, Gatorade, and Citizen Watches. I appreciate all their support, and I can't believe we're standing here twice in 1 week.
Tell us about Greg Biffle sticking behind you. Is that a matter of friendship? Is it a matter of teammate or two guys driving Fords?
I think it's a combination of everything, but really it's a combination of what was going to give us both the best finish, you know, and I think when I'd pull up in front of him and he'd push me and we could get clear of the car behind me, that was a big key. We could just be going so fast by the time we got to the other end, and a lot of that is because of Doug Yates in the engine room. This stuff was awesome all weekend.
Is there a happier man in America right now than you?
There might be, but I don't know where he is.
Congratulations to you. Second Daytona 500 for Matt Kenseth. Matt.
Even his Roush teammates said the 16 was the car to beat. You look to be in position. You got out of the car shocked. What happened? You had Junior pushing, and what happened?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I don't know what happened there. I mean, he was against me for 2 full laps, and I couldn't pull up on the 17. It's like the 17 had more motor or something at the end. It's like he floored it, and we couldn't catch him. But, you know, I think I was shoving him out, and I tried to make a move maybe on the back to kind of move up, but we didn't have a run. We needed a run. I needed a gap between us and the 17, and we just didn't have that gap. I maybe needed to drag the brake and try and push the 88 back and slow him down so we could get a run at it. But, you know, I thought Junior would push me up to the back bumper of him, and I'd side draft him and go by him. But, and then it would be me and Junior over here at the line. But it wasn't meant to be. I learned a little bit there, and I think Junior's shocked too that the car didn't push up. But, you know, 3M Ford Fusion, these guys, and Doug Yates, everybody, I'm so happy for starting the season out like this.
Great way to set a tone to start out the 2012 season. Mike?
I know this is not the way Danica Patrick would have scripted her Sprint Cup Series debut, but champions like Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon fared similar fate. When you go home tonight, what do you take with you? Frustration, or do you feel like there's progression?
Any lap that I turn is progression, that's for sure. That's why I was so proud of everyone working so hard. I mean, they were working hard to get me back on the track. Was there much to gain as far as position-wise? No. But what there was to gain was for me to get the experience of running out there. I ran in packs for a while. The car felt, it's a little bent up, so honestly it didn't feel perfect. But so as they got later and later in the race, I just didn't want to play a part. You know, I didn't want to have an influence on it. I didn't want something to happen to it or break and shoot across the track. So, and then with the end there, I didn't think we were going to get the first green white checkered in, but we did. And so it was like very perplexing in my mind. Do I want to get up there because I got nothing to gain, but I also have nothing to lose? And honestly, I think that I picked up a lot of good tips, and I just wish that the beginning of the race could have been a nice single file line like it was when I got back out there, but it wasn't. And honestly, that's my lesson to learn maybe, is that just right off that first little bit if you're not up front. So unfortunately, we got another crashed GoDaddy car, but just like the last time, it did finish the race, but just in that darn 38th position.
We look forward to seeing you in Darlington.
Guys, we'll do TV first and then come back to print.
Let's take a look at the unofficial results of this Daytona 500. Something interesting about Matt Kenseth, Michael Waltrip. You know what? He led his first lap tonight on lap number 146. Back when he won in 2009, led his first lap on 146. Denny Hamlin led the most laps, and Paul Menard got his best Daytona 500 finish.
Great to see Mark Martin get a top 10 finish there. Kyle Busch couldn't battle to the front like he did last week in the shootout. Terry Labonte, two-time champion, grabs a top 10 finish. We saw Ricky Stenhouse mix it up in the trial over there late. Finishes 20th.
Anybody from 15 on back had something to do with some kind of melee on the racetrack. Regan Smith did not run in the 24 spot. He was up front most of the time, but finished up there. Your defending champion, Trevor Bayne, finishes 35th.
And there's Danica in 38th. We just talked to her, and when she was getting ready to leave, they said, we'll see you in Darlington. I bet she thought, oh, no, this place has been tough enough. I got to go to Darlington next?
So 2 wins in the last 4 Daytona 500s for Matt Kenseth, and of course, the cat in the hat, Jack Roush, was with him for the whole ride.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys and Danica!
Pablo Montoya has crashed and gone aflame.
Well, I've seen a lot of things, but I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this.
Matt Kenseth wins the Daytona 500.